Some innovative ideas. We have one that's really, I think, stands out. We have designed, based on feedback, the idea of, okay, how are we going to improve instruction? And there's many people involved in that. You have the quarterly assessments, you have the teacher-based teams, you have the building leadership teams, you have the district leadership teams, you have teachers talking to teachers and principals talking to teachers, and everyone's talking, all the adults are talking, and no one's talking to the kids. And we had an issue on quarterly assessment just a couple of years ago where we were all teaching fractions the exact same way, and everyone was comfortable in teaching fractions the exact same way. And we were failing every grade in the exact same way. How do we get better? So there was discussions about going to buy programs and things. And I thought, why don't we ask the students? Why don't we have a student-based team? And what if you took a student-based team who watched videos of teachers and who actually become consumers of knowledge and who understand the power of a formative assessment and understood what the results of their work was, and that they could review these things and give you feedback? Wouldn't that be nice to have that consumer tell you what they think about what you're selling them? So we created those teams. And in this particular situation, they gave their quarterly assessment. They failed the fractions. The teacher was challenged to find 3 or 4 videos of teachers teaching fractions a different way that she felt comfortable doing. The key is that she has the skill to do it. If she doesn't have the skill, then we're going to have to train her. So we want immediate help. So find some things you think you're comfortable in doing, and we're going to show them to our student-based team. Student-based team watched the videos, and they ranked them on which ways they preferred. That changed the way we taught. So the student-based team itself became a formative assessment. They assessed how we taught the material. The next QA, everybody's material showed that it was getting better. Our test results were getting better. Our students were getting excited because they were actually getting involved. And we continue to do this. So the student-based team is something that's come, I think, innovative from the formative assessment. And people so much, they think about a test, or they think about a computer program, or they think about something that they can write as a formative assessment. And they seem to forget that it's actually more than just paper and pencil and things. It's a process. Collaboration. I think I just mentioned collaboration. The collaboration between the teachers talking about what the students have learned, what they have achieved, what they're trying to do. The collaboration with the teachers talking about how they're going to teach the next lesson, how they're going to review material. That collaboration happens, of course, in our teams, but it happens outside of our teams. It happens outside of school. We have parent volunteers who are here all the time, and they're asking, how's our children doing? And they want to know how to improve. That's because they know this quarterly assessment exists. They know when the QAs are here. It's that big data piece, but it means a lot to the parents. They also want to know what's going on daily. So if my child fails a worksheet that you've designed, or an assignment you have assigned, why is that? What are we doing to improve the learning outcomes for that student? So we feel very strong that the professional collaboration has become stronger when you're not penalized for formative assessment. This is very important. I think people need to understand this. When formative assessments, quarterly assessments, data becomes a penalized thing, people will hide. I try not to let that happen. Even though we are in a district that doesn't have always the data the state would want to see, we do have kids at risk. I have to be careful not to punish my teachers for being honest about student failure. They have to be able to say the students are not doing well at this subject. So if you want collaboration and you want it school-wide, you have to allow people to fail. And you have to not necessarily call it failure, but a coaching point. All right, this is what we're going to work on next. Not, we're going to post your data and you're not making proper progress. So let's now give you a checklist of things that you need to do. I'm not prescribing you a checklist. Your team is going to talk about what needs to happen, and you are going to come up with solutions with your expertise. And then if I need to help you get training, I'll do that.